Hi Aries, this is Jess with your all signs. What does your job think of you? Now, this could be your job, your supervisor, your manager, that sort of thing, but someone who kind of has some form of authority at the workplace. What do you think of you? If you're interested in a 3 month future predictions read, to check out the link in the description box below. Keep in mind, guys, this is a general. Do not make any damn decisions based upon a general tarot reading. It could just not, it's not smart to do, put it that way. It's not smart to do, and this is obviously for entertainment purposes, but let's get into the reading, and starting with Aries. Aries, your job may think that you're very confused at times. They really don't know how to take you. Sometimes you may be up to talk and communicate. Next minute you're not. Some of you could come across very confusing, like they really don't know how to pinpoint things when it comes to you. You can run hot and cold, but you're so damn good at what you do, or they can't let you go of you because you're protected. So they may be, even if they have layoffs, it's like, well, yeah, this, we need Aries for this, and that's so it's like, we're not gonna get rid of Aries, or something about you is protected, so they can't get rid of you. But you're an enigma. They really don't know what to do with you, and some of them, and they may feel like, oh, we don't want you here, or you don't like us, we may not really like you, but god damn it, they can't let you go, not with this card. You're protected, and even if you leave, it'll be for something better, and if they let you go, you're only going to be blessed with something even better. So either way, it's a win. A win is a win. A win is a win. And if you have your own business, because technically your supporters, your clients, your customers, they're kind of like your authority, right? Because they're the ones that's keeping the bills and the lights on. There's something about them where they may feel like, I don't really like you sometime. You turn me off or something like that. But whatever you have is the best. They haven't really found a replacement, so a win is still a win. I don't know how long that's going to last. But yeah, you're still golden, but people just really don't know how to take you. And it'd be maybe some people that don't really particularly like you at the workplace, or your manager, that sort of thing. But again, protection. Taurus, let's look at Taurus. Well, let me tell you right now, Taurus, if they didn't trust you before and they thought, I'm going to trust them, I don't know, something about them just makes me feel like, I don't know. They're eating, swallowing, shitting, burping up their words. Because it's like, I can't live without you. And whoever's the big boss, like, yeah, the head, the big boss, for some of you, it's you're becoming a big boss, and it's like, oh my god, I really, thank god Taurus is here, because they turned everything around. They really brought a lot of stability here, and now our business is doing so much better. So whatever the hell you came into this company, they are so thankful for you, because you've made it better. If you work with a supervisor, a manager, or someone with authority, it's because of you that things are as good as it is. You are very crafty. You're very crafty. You know exactly what to do. You better look at Taurus up. Tauruses are very crafty. They're okay. I'm not gonna say that. So that being said, they think extremely highly of you. They may not have thought that they could trust you in the past. They probably didn't really know how to feel about you. But now they may feel like this company won't even exist without, well, I think that's stretching it. They may say that this company thrives because of Taurus. This department thrives, our team thrives, whatever. They think extremely highly of you. And guess what? It will continue to be that way. Wow, Taurus. Well, then, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But yeah, it's good to be a Taurus right now. At least for some of you. Now let's look at Gemini. Gemini, have something on backup. Have something on backup, okay? Have something, and you always do. And because you're very crafty, you really know what time it is. Secretly, I think about letting you go. You and another person. So if there is downsizing, your name isn't in the pot. Yeah, somebody is throwing your name in a hat. Like, yeah, you can let go, Gemini. Yeah, because they're aggravating. This is aggravating. They're aggravating. They'd probably be better off somewhere else. You could come across to them as if you are aggravated with the job. You may have complained many times, and they may feel like, you know what, it's better to cut our losses with them. They're not happy. We're not happy with them, and we're not. It's not a good marriage, and it's not producing what it needs to. Right? This may have been a job that you work at where you should have left long ago. That type of thing, and I don't really see them changing. Right? And I don't really see you changing. So they may be looking to let you go within, like, this can happen in weeks for some of you. where there's a change. If you already sense like, yeah, Jess, I know yeah, it's me. Yeah, start putting your resumes out. I'm pretty sure Gemini's already doing that. I'm pretty sure Gemini's are like on it, already doing it. Yeah, I'm on top of it because there's no way I'm gonna continue to stay in this situation. But yeah, they may find you in this situation to be kind of aggravating, frustrating. Secretly, that's what they're not telling you. I don't know who this person is and who they're talking to, but someone could be saying that they're very frustrated, or they notice that you're very frustrated, like you may not be right for the job, you may not be able to handle the job. That's what I have for Geminis. Let's look at Cancer. Cancer, they think really well of you, or they have. Okay, I do feel like things become convoluted down the line. Like it will become a bit convoluted. You could be even very defensive, and that may change things around. For some of you, it's like how you approach things, because they think that you're really great. They want to choose you, be around you for things. They find you to be really great with other people. And I do feel that some of you may leave. They may not see it coming, where you're like, oh, yeah. But deep down it sounds like, I'm out of here. That's how. So some of you may, if you're like, I give up, I'm leaving, and you will leave. You will leave before they can blink their eye. You'll be out of there, because I keep saying some massive changes coming up for Cancers. But otherwise, they think pretty highly of you. They're not so sure what all they can put on you, because they may sense like you are really great at what you do, but you may not tolerate a lot, and they don't want to send you over the edge. Something like that's going on, damn it, here. But they really do think highly of you, and they really feel like you're very capable of handling the job that's asked of you or thrown your way, that type of thing. But you may want to get away from like a team environment or a partner environment and kind of do your own thing. If some of you have your own business, you'll be taking off, and that may be the reason why you leave this place. Like, I don't need to say anymore. It's just, I'm successful. So that I have for Cancer. So let's look at Leo. Well, Leo, they like you, but things are going to turn from shit to sugar. Wait a minute. I guess it will turn from shit to sugar after it turns from sugar to shit, because for some of you, this situation is headed, and it's karmically designed to do that, where the company could be having a bad fiscal year, a month, I'm hearing, and it may be hard, especially if you do commissions work. Some of you may just feel like this is not healthy for me anymore, and I need to do something else, something different, something better for me. Things can just sour. Some things get really sour, and if you recently got a job and an offer for a position, you start working there 5 months in, it's like, I don't like this. I don't know. No, this is not gonna work for me. I'm not making enough. I'm not making enough. This is not enough. It's just not going to be enough. So for some of you, and again, it could be money on their end that they have to downsize, and they may feel like they pay you too much. They want to pay you a lot less, something like that. And I want to see, what is this about? Yeah, something was sour between you and another person. Especially if you work at like a small company or small business, something like that. If you have a business partnership, things will sour. But if you're just working at a regular job and you work closely with another person, you're a manager, supervisor, things between the two of you could sour. Do not do love and bit work. That's going to be a disaster. But it may sour, and you may feel like you're the odd man out. Now, you do have, wait a minute. Yeah, you have Taurus in your 10th house with Uranus. So yeah, things can go from sweet, and then it just turns sour out of the blue. And that may be what you're kind of having to deal with at the workplace. But whatever this is, it's going to be better. And if any of you if you came from like a very tumultuous place, your name may precede you. So going someplace new, gossip could happen, and it's like, yeah, I'm stay away from Leo, that type of thing. But if this happens, and it's gonna happen. For those of you who've been in your job for a long time, been in your career for a long time, haven't made a move, yeah, Taurus is coming to just be like, it's time to go. It's time to make some changes. We're about to shake this shit up. You're not going to stay here. Is that type of thing? So, and if you have made changes, it may just be more of the same coming because you need to make more. You need to do something on your own. You know, Leos know you need to be running a company. You, Capricorn, Scorpios, it's always meant to, you know, be self-sufficient, independent in some kind of way. That's what I have for Leos. Now it's got Virgo. Okay, Virgo, they think highly of you. You may be a fixer, like you can come in and get things done and fix things. You may be someone who knows exactly what to say to people, know how to temper yourself, know how to, again, eliminate problems. You have the Midas touch, and they may feel like you are an amazing leader, steadfast, dependable person who's very logical and practical, extremely intelligent. That's what they think of you, right? As someone who knows how to create something out of nothing, to get the information, to kind of smooth things over. They think extremely highly of you. And you may feel like it's really nothing I could do wrong. Like they may feel like there's nothing that you could do wrong. So damn, Virgo, you're in a very sweet spot. Even if someone doesn't like you, it doesn't matter because more importantly, they need you. Because you're different. You're special in every way imaginable. Oh yeah, you're different and you're special. You're not like everyone else. Like you bring so many great things to the table that you're just very needed. You're not even, it's not even about wanting you, even though they want you to be there. They're glad that you're there, but more importantly, they need you there. And that's where a lot of jobs and careers are headed. Do they need you? Because they're going to already fix the other needs, right? They're going to get a lot of machines and robots and stuff to take care of the tedious, nuanced things that really anybody could do. But it will be, why do I need you? That's what I have for Virgos. Now let's look at Libra. Well, Libra, they think that you're good for the morale of the company. You're good for the morale. You're very loving, caring, and kind. You just have this way about yourself that is very approachable, that is very kind, that is very accepting, that is very tolerable, nurturing, and you're like a natural counselor. And Libras are like that. You'll listen. The only problem with Libras sometimes... I'm about to say it. The only problem with Libras sometimes you ask them questions and they'll be like, I don't know. That's the only thing. Other than that, some of you, though, with this card, you may not be that type of Libra. You may be someone who can advise, right? And who's not rushed to emotion, but is very emotionally mature and just kind of know what to say to make everything okay at the workplace. So you're very vital when you have this ability because it hits on a psychological level, which everyone needs. Healthy psychological, their minds to be and the emotions to be in a healthy place in the workplace, and you facilitate that. So you're kind of like the heartbeat of the company, heartbeat of the department, heartbeat of ... right? You just know how to kind of smooth things over, and you're really good at communication, and you can really touch people by just how you handle it. That's what I have for Libras. Good reading. And you may come across very attractive, and you may be a lover boy at the workplace too if you're a guy. Let's look at Scorpio. And you're off. Well, you're the star, darling. You're the star. Okay. I feel like you know what to do. You're great at what you do. You do it with ease. You do it with grace. But you're very much an authoritative person as well. Okay. I do feel like you're someone who... you're a systematic person, so you set up systems and they kind of can work on their own. Would you like, you'll get in there and it's like, yeah, I set this up, but yeah, no, this just, I do this and that type of thing. And it's different. No one else is doing it the way that you do it, but it just works for you, and that's the reason why. Meaning, the person can literally say what you say, do it the way you do it, but it's just not going to give off the same energy because you are a star. You was born to do this, darling. Okay, let's start there. But there's a sense of you, and for some of you Scorpio ladies, you can come across like a man. You can come across very masculine, very authoritative, but whoever is critiquing you, your manager, your supervisor, the so-called powers that be, they like that about you. They like that you have this quiet authority, right? Because now they don't have to worry. They can rest. You're kind of like, doing their work for them too. And they like you. They like you too. They like you. You get along with everyone. You just kind of know what to do. You're very friendly. You take yourself very serious. You take the work very serious, and you have a knack for it. And you're just destined to be it. God damn, Scorpio. If you are not in If you're not currently employed, go out and get you a job. You have a lot of good stuff waiting for you there. Go out and get you a job. Again, take this with a grain of salt, please. This is a general read. I don't know who I'm talking to out there, but whoever the hell I'm talking to, god damn. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working for you. It works for you. And you'll learn more as you go. You'll learn more as you go. And a good thing, and the special thing about a Scorpio is that you're going to find ways to do things and learn things that other people won't know. And you're going to keep it in the vault too. So I have Scorpios. You got to do it. Now let's look at Sagittarius. They were working with you. They were working with you. It was a slow and steady process working with you. It's like, yeah, let's give Sagittarius this and see how it goes. It may be a little bit of money. It may be a little bit of a project. It may be a little opportunity. It's a little bit of something. Let's give Sagittarius this and let's see how they go. Let's see how they do. They may not have the most faith in you, and that's why you're like slow and steady. I don't know how I feel about them. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. It's always we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But if any of you look back, you'll be like, I haven't heard from these people. Like, they'll forget about you. Like, all right, and then there's Sagittarius, that type of thing. If there's any drama, if there's been any conflict, right? They may find you to be someone who's non-confrontational or who is now trying to repair a conflict, repair a problem. Even they may find like you're not mentally well because, as you can see this card, this person is really going through it, and they may feel like they're about to explode and have a nervous breakdown to some extent, but they may be feeling like you're in a better headspace. They believe they know where you stand, and they may feel like they're trying to cooperate with you to some extent. But they're going to either find you to be someone who is not emotionally stable, or you could be going through a trial in your life and they happen to know that you're going through a trial, a loss, or they may find the situation with you, it's not working out. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get okay. Well, listen, let me tell you one thing. They may think that you're slick. It may not even be anything that you're doing. There could be something about them where they are putting their own hang-ups and issues on you and saying, oh, we can't really trust Sagittarius or something like that. Some of you may take on a very authoritative role at the workplace, but it is that type of, I don't have to tell you when I'm leaving. When I'm leaving, you know when I'm leaving because I'm not here. You can, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You can be taking on more like an Aries energy. Like, don't start none. It will not be anything. Don't play me. Every time you come back to work, you got some shit to tell. Like, you got another trick up your sleeve. I'm sorry. Okay, let me get serious. It's just funny how this is all. If this is you, Sagittarius, let me know. Can any of you relate? Like, you damn right. Yeah. Because you know Sagittarius is don't give a fuck. Sagittarius will leave a job in a heartbeat. I have a lot of Sagittarius friends will leave a job in a fucking heartbeat. You be like, well, girl, what are you going to do? I don't know. Get the fuck out of here, though. Let me tell you guys, I still have a friend who she could not stand working at this job because it just wasn't paying her what she knows she deserved to be paid. So she would not go to work. She would not go to work. I was like, you've got to go to work. This is now third day you've called out. So no, I'm not doing it. I'm not. It's raining outside. I'm not in the mood. And if they say one wrong thing to me, then one time she went to work and we met up after work. When she came downstairs, her hair was not combed. She had on a coat. And she was like, it was cold in there. I wore this all day long. I said, okay, I'm going to stop sharing, but that's just to go to show. But it worked in her favor. She stayed with the company. She became a head person there. Once she made a decision, like, you know what, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just going to give it a go, and I'm not going to focus on the fact that I'm not making enough, or I'm not making what I know I'm supposed to be making, because she actually took a pay cut, and she soared. I mean, she became her boss. She took her boss's role, okay, and so now she's great. But I just remember that time, and yes, the Sagittarius can be a hoot. That being said, going back to you guys, I'm sorry for intervening. They may want to let you go. They may reassign you for some of you and say, okay, well, you can't do this any longer. You're going to do this, right? If they let you go, I promise you get another job. And boy, will it be better. It's better. So like I was telling Aries, I think, and it's so funny that the Emperor and the King of Wands is here. A win is a win. A win is a win. And you may not see it now. It may not come until like Aries season. It could come. Leo season. It could come. So it'll be coming out of the blue now, or it could be coming in your sign's time. Or it could just come out of the blue. So if you get let go, Sagittarius, fret not. You have something coming right behind it. And this would be the place that you should be, the people that you should be with. And you can stay for a long time. But I leave it to Sagittarius. This is hilarious. But yeah, what do they think of you? All over the damn place what they think of you. But they just probably realize they don't have any real control over Sagittarius. No control over you. That's what happened, Sagittarius. And now let's look at Capricorn. Capricorn, is anybody surprised that you have the Eight of Pentacles sitting out here, that you just, you work and you work and you to yourself and you work? Everyone that I've ever worked with years prior, that's a Capricorn, have always been that type of person. Know everything about the department. They pretty much are silently running this department. Everybody goes to them, their supervisor. Everybody defaults to the Capricorn. That being said, they think of you as someone who follows the rules, knows how to work, knows what to do, will jump in and get things done. Someone who doesn't wait but is very active, very proactive, follows the rules and implement things, can bring new things to the table. It's very appropriate, will show up the proper way, look the proper way, be the proper way, everything properting them. Very proper like, right? And there's a sense of you also being very charming and sweet and nice. No matter the age, you're charming, you're sweet, you're nice, and approachable, very approachable. So they think extremely highly of you. You have all the goods at the job. You have all the goods. They really do like you. Even if you just started, they see that very, very strong, those qualities very strong in you. So yeah, I'm still reeling off of that Sagittarius reading. But yours is pretty straightforward, like a Capricorn would be. Now let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius. Now, I don't know if you done told somebody. I just started laughing because I was saying while I was shuffling your cards, I was like, you know what? I know it's going to be something crazy because one thing about it, you and that damn Sagittarius, you're going to do it your way. So, that being said, and if you haven't heard the Sagittarius, go back and listen to them if you just want a key and a ha-ha. Anyway, you guys may have gone down this road with them long, like you may have left, come back. You may have been letting the people know, listen, I think I'm leaving. And they're like, well, no, we want you to stay. We need you. So you may have came back, or they need you to stay, that type of thing. Some of you may be like, I'm getting ready to retire. No, I just need to go part-time. And then they've convinced you to, no, stay. Or you said, no, I'm going to stay. And of course they're going to let you stay because Aquariuses are amazing in the workplace. Have you ever seen Aquariuses work in the workplace? Amazing sight to be seen. So they find you to be a very cooperative person. Someone who works extremely well with other people. You just get it. You just know what to do. But they may realize that lately you've been feeling a little bit mentally stuck. You may have needed mental wellness days. You may have been disconnected from your usual team, your group, that sort of thing. There may be some things at the workplace that's not going according the way it should be. And now it has thrown you all off kilter. Or at least that's what you want them to believe. Is that what you want them to believe? And they may feel like if we don't get our act together, and get it together with Aquarius, they may be leaving us. So some of you, especially if you are a valued employee, they may be scared that you're going to leave. For some of you, they may be wanting to force you out because they may be feeling like, yeah, it's time for Aquarius to go. It may not be working out. And it may have everything to do with who you once were. You once may have been a very cooperative, balanced individual, at least to them. And you've changed, and now you've changed. And with this change comes a lot of concern. And so they may feel like you may need sometimes. Some of you could be filing FMLA, short-term disability, long-term disability. You may need to take a beat or a break or disconnect, okay? I can't imagine somebody's trying to get rid of Aquarius. Yeah, they know you don't want to be there any longer, but they're going to try to work with you. They don't want you to leave, but I feel eventually you're leaving. You're leaving. You may have headhunters or other people who have their eye on you and they feel like you'll be way better over here. Come over here. You see that eye? Yeah, I want you. Get over here. That type of thing. Someone could give you an offer that you can't refuse. Something about life for you could just be changing. Yeah, Pluto has gone back into Capricorn, but it'll be back in your sign next year. So get ready. Life's about to change. But with it comes so much power. I love when Pluto is on your sign. It's amazing. Unless you just have it in your chart. It's amazing. But anyway, for you Aquarius, you could be leaving and saying, okay, I'm done with this place. I don't want to do it anymore. And if you do stay, your whole energy changed because you don't want to be here anymore. And they're just going to be patient and see what they can try to accommodate you. That's what it looks like to me. They're going to do whatever they can to kind of accommodate you or just be patient and through your process, if that makes sense. That's what I have for Aquarius. Wow, they really care about you. They don't give a damn about Sagittarius. Now let's look at Pisces. Pisces, it's so weird. Go back and you don't have to watch the Sagittarius reading if you don't have a Sagittarius in your chart, but you do have cards similar to Sagittarius, and I just shuffled and did two other readings before them, so it's very interesting. But excuse me, I don't know if it's Jupiter. I don't know, but they may feel like you have been a very slow and steady person, like slow and steady. They can forget you if someone doesn't bring your name up. Like you may even be forgotten in the company because you're so slow, you're so steady, you're so out of the way. This is a very out of the way person, very non-confident. Like I'm just taking my time. I take my time. So it may be have taken your time to establish yourself here, to really learn the ropes, right? To kind of establish, and you're still establishing yourself, even though it may have been some time now. You're still in their eyes. You haven't progressed in their eyes, or you're still slowly progressing in their eyes. You may be getting, you may have had to take some time off from work. Some of you may have had to travel. You may have had to get in a better headspace. It could be some things that were going on, whether it be in your personal life or even at the workplace, to where you had to get in a better headspace. And I do feel like truces have come to you, whether they feel like, well, yeah, Pisces is better now, or yeah, well, that was before, things are better now, that type of thing. But I always say when I see these cards, you're not out of the woods, not when cards like this comes, because that means that someone is kind of returning. So if you have been gone, they feel like you're going to return. If there's been any drama, they may feel like, well, Pisces acknowledged their part, we acknowledged our part, and now we're trying to like just start fresh, if that makes any sense. They're going to feel like you're going to hold back. Excuse me. So like I said, if you return back to work, that sort of thing, or you guys are getting on over, excuse me, why am I don't understand. It's a hard time communicating. It's a hard time articulating. It's a hard time up in my throat chakra area. So I don't know if there's something going on there with you in this job and the way that they see you or whatever you've experienced with them. And a lot hasn't been said, and it's a lot of maybe even psychological gaslighting and psychological manipulation going on at this workplace. Is kind of what I'm seeing, whether it be you giving it to them or them you, or mutual. But I do see that it's kind of like a truce is going to be here, but you're going to kind of stay to yourself. You're going to kind of stay to yourself and stay even further out of the way, which can be a little bit of like you're just waiting and seeing. Maybe they're waiting and seeing, that sort of thing, and staying to yourself. Some of you could be working on the sidelines on your own, cooking up some stuff, maybe so that you can depart from this place. And for some of you, you may have had to file EEOC or file something against them, that sort of thing, and now you're waiting. And if you're on disability and you are getting paid, you may be getting a percentage of what you're being paid. It could speak to all of those things as well. But you're maybe holding back. Don't worry, because whatever it is, whether it be you're slow and steady and there may have been some issues with your learning curve or whatever the issues were, in 4 months' time, you're going to get your wish. By Scorpio season, they're going to be very pleased with you. Very pleased with you. Hopefully this does not speak to, let me see. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. You could be getting another opportunity or doing something different in the workplace, and that may be what you wanted to do. So it's like, okay, now you can start doing this now, that type of thing. But it may be slow coming. I do be careful with drinking and stuff like that, because you may find yourself drinking on a job and that type of thing. But whatever this is, it'll be a slow process to get into a place where you've wanted to be with this job. And it's just because, again, they kind of underestimated you. They may have misjudged you, and they may have, blocked you in being able to progress forward. They may not have given you what you needed to fully progress forward. So they kept looking at you as like, well, I don't know what all they know. They don't know anything, or that type of thing. And then it kind of got a little problematic. It's going to ease up. And I feel like you're going to change on them. You're going to approach things a whole lot differently. You're not going to be open. Maybe you shared things in the past and it was misconstrued or something, and so you're going to pull back, and with you changing, it's going to usher in exactly what it is that you want. That's what I have for you guys. Hopefully this has been helpful. I had fun, especially with the Sagittarius part. I love that part. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.